Volkswagen Brasilia, built in Brazil, made by engineers, destroyed by an idiot from Norfolk in England 30 odd years later. This thing used to look tip-top, but now it's looking a bit sorry for itself. But let's just recap a couple of years. Today's video is all about this little beauty. Today, I'm going to formally introduce to you the car you've seen on the channel before, by 1979 bag Volkswagen Brasilia. Roll the VT. If you join us in the last video, you'll know that I had the wings sandblasted so we can get them prepped and sorted out as well. But being an absolute melon, I left them sitting in the carport and, well, they got covered in surface rust. So that's them ruined. But we'll go back to them later on and see what the score is with that. But the elephant in the room then, getting this thing ready. I'm going to have the body separated from the chassis so HR Autoworks can rip me free of all my cash and get the chassis and engine absolutely tip-top. But here lies a problem. I've never actually stripped a Brasilia from a chassis before. So again, I haven't got an absolute clue what I'm doing. But hey, what's the worst that could happen? Let's have a walk around this thing then. So, starting under the front, it is pretty much stripped out. There's not a great deal under here. There's a few little bits of scrap, but under the bonnet, we are pretty empty. All the loom's out of the way, and that is that. Coming around then, bit of rust, don't mind him. He's just chilling. And there is the suspension. Already starting to go rusty, don't know why, because it hasn't actually been on the road. Ignoring that rust again, coming around to the inside, and it looks like someone has dropped a bomb on it. All this wiring is hanging out. I started to pull that out yesterday, but me being an absolute melon, I didn't label any of it up, so that's a problem for another day. As far as the interior goes, there isn't a great deal which connects it to the actual body itself. There's a brake line there, but that is to the chassis, that doesn't go on the body. So, apart from it looking like a bomb site, it's not too far off being ready to come off the body. Now, here is where the magic happens. The awesome air-cooled engine, as you can see, the fuel line, throttle cable has been pulled from the car all the way back to the engine. Everything that ancillary wise that was attached to the engine has been removed off the bulkhead there, and most importantly, the 16 bolts have been removed from that side and that side. I do need to remove those ones across the back there. And there was also some bolts behind the suspension in that little hole. Don't know if you can see it. Just in there. And then she's going to be ready to come off the body. And now I'm being video bombed by the old man. Family engagement over. We're back to the video. So the Brasilia is going to be a big task. I don't know what I'm doing. Haven't got any money. And well, that is just part of the fun of it. I'm winging every single step, and I'm going to try and do as much as I can because, like I said, I've got no money. And without an OnlyFans account, I'm not looking very optimistic, shall I say. But anyway, back to the start of the video, I said we had the wings sandblasted, but I messed it up. I was about as proactive as a tortoise. Now, we had the wings sandblasted, but as soon as you have metal completely bare, it goes rusty. And what did I do? Well, nothing. And the wings became completely rusty, really awful, and I've managed to sand this one back to some bare metal, but the inside is going to need sandblasting again because you just aren't going to be able to get into all the nooks and crannies with a bit of sandpaper. So lesson learned. I do just want to apologise for the lack of content on the channel, whether you're watching for the Brasilia or watching up for the Trading Up series or the Auto Finesse tutorials. We've been pretty dead, and unfortunately the YouTube life had been sucked out of me in full force and I lost all motivation for it. But we're back in the game to try and get some more content out for you guys, because most importantly, I need to make shed loads of money, because how else am I going to pay for that Brasilia? But anyway, apologies. Hopefully we're going to be back up and running, doing more stuff on the channel again, just like we were, having fun and hopefully doing some good, whether that be doing the tutorials, making the Brasilia cool again, or making money and getting ourselves that one step closer to the transporter. But what I will say as well is, if you are in any automotive area of paintwork, mechanics, electronics or anything, and you want to lend an old mate a hand, we would be really grateful for any help we can get with this build, because, well, like I said, I don't know what I'm doing, I haven't got the funds there, not asking for charity, but if anyone could help, that would be awesome. And well, I've got to buy a house next year, I've got to be responsible, and friends, that ain't going to be easy. And most importantly, I've got a missus, and if she knows how much money I'm going to spend on this car, I think I'll be down on Tinder, because, well, she'll probably leave me. But anyway, hopefully you've enjoyed this little comeback video. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and we'll catch you guys in the next one, where undeniably I'll probably mess something up.